What's up, guys? Dzień dobry. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jane in Poland, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Consider subscribing, comment, and tell me your views. Go watch my other videos that I've done before so that you can catch up with us. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you so much for clicking. And yeah, today I'm going to be doing another video. It's about I promised you guys to do a part 2 of doing questions that you guys have asked me. I'm going to be replying them, and so I've written them down here. If you see me just looking here, I'm reading the questions. And also, yeah, and these are not, it's not like one topic, they're just random questions that I've chosen to answer. Yeah, so without a further ado, let's head on to the video. So number one question that I've seen a lot of you guys asking me a lot is about what kind of questions did they ask me in the embassy. So my embassy, okay, first of all, you booked an interview after your work permit is has arrived in Kenya or in whichever country you are in. So the first thing, they book you an interview in the embassy. So that's what my agent did, and it took me like 2 weeks to go and do the interview. So I attended an interview at the embassy, and sometimes they don't ask you questions. I'm going to tell you just the truth, because we went to two people, and my experience and my friend's experience was totally different. Because for me, I went, and it takes like even 5 minutes or even less than 5 minutes. But for me, I was asked questions. She asked me questions. I found a lady there, so yeah, and she engaged me with questions which I was answering. And okay, I don't know if I can remember, but more of, you have to cram and know everything that is in the work. Okay, everything that you're coming here to do. You must know the company that you're going to work with. You must know about the accommodation. Everything is catered for. So they just don't want you to come here and get stranded. They must know that you're going to be safe here. And also, they must know that you're going to come, and when your contract is over, you're going to return back to your country. So you must convince them that you're going to return. Also, another thing that my agent told me to do is about the dressing code. You just don't want to dress like you're going for an office interview. You must be casual. Show them the need. Show them you're so in need of this job, and you have no other job in Kenya. Like, you're so desperate for this job. So don't wear like you're going to an office interview. Just wear like somebody who has no job and who is acquiring for a job. So yes, so the questions that I was asked, basically it's all about, are you going to come back to Poland? Are you single? Do you have like and for about that question about, are you single or are you married, before I went to the embassy for the interview, I was so worried, because some of the times they deny single people people who are young, because they know, like, when you come here, you don't have anything to return to, like something, you're not committed to anything. And when a person has a kid and has a family back in Kenya, they know that you're going to go and you're going to come back for sure. So I was a little bit worried about that, but if I'm here, then well, it went well. So if you're there and you're single and you don't have like any kid, and you're like worried, what if you come here, what if you go for the interview, and they deny you, just trust in God, and before even going to the interview, put God first, and everything will be okay. So yeah, so you must know about where your company, the company's name, everything the documents say should be in your head, because that's what she's going, or he is going to ask you. And secondly, about my friend's interview, how it went, he was asked no questions. Like she didn't engage him with any questions. So apparently, when you enter the interview room, so what you should know is, when she starts talking, you must greet the person, and if you say like they're not asking you questions, you just go ahead and say everything about you until now she say stop, until now she asks your question herself. Or sometimes they don't even ask your question and tell you, okay, come back after 2 weeks and come check whether your visa have been approved. So I don't know, sometimes you may be engaged with questions and sometimes you may not be engaged with questions. So don't worry, just pray to God and just be ready. Don't panic. So guys, that's my interview experience in the embassy. It took me just a short while. It's not something I can say I can do a video about it, because it just took me just like 4 minutes. So I literally have nothing, because all you must know is everything written in your documents. That's all you have to know. And about the casual wear, about your wear, how to dress up for the interview. And also, don't panic. Panicking is not good, because when you panic, you lose everything in your head. Whatever you know, even though you know, and maybe they engage you with questions, you won't just know the answers. So don't panic. Pray to God before heading in for the interview. Yeah, and everything will be okay. I've heard of cases whereby people take like 5, 6, it takes them like 6 interviews to go to get approved to come here to Poland, or whichever country you're going to. So just pray to me. It took me only 1 interview, and I thank God for that. Yeah, so if I can do it, I think anyone can do it, for real. So the second question is, did I get a single entry or multiple entry? So for my case, I got a multiple entry. Yeah, so in my visa, I was given a 6 months visa duration, and after it expires, what we normally do here is, the company that has brought you here, they process a TRC, temporary card, for you to stay here. You can't stay here illegally, so they must have the TRC processed for you. So yeah. Are you working or studying? So I'm working, but I can study if I want to. Yeah. Are there other Kenyans working with in the factory? So yeah, we are a lot of Kenyans. Yeah, a lot of people are coming. So in a factory, for some, we were the first people to join the factory, but a lot of people, other Kenyans, have been coming, and we thank God we are many. You just don't want to be alone. It can be stressful. It can be so stressful to be alone with all these Polish people around you, Yeah, so it's good to have your friends around. It's good to have like people who can understand your language, and people who you can talk to whenever you have a problem and stuff. Yeah. And do I work during the weekends? Yeah, I did. In my last video, guys, go watch it. I talked about more of my work. So the next question is, have I ever experienced any racism? I will say maybe I wouldn't lie, because I think once in a, it's here, Polish people are very nice and they mind their own business, apart from looking at you. hair and asking you about hair. They're just so much curious about our hair. Like one day you look like this, and another day you undo your hair and they wonder like, where's your hair? Was that not your hair? Like sometimes they think that this is the length of your hair, and so when you undo and your hair is short, they like freak out and be like, did you cut your hair? Where did your hair go? And stuff like that. And I don't mind like explaining myself to them. Like, okay, it sounds weird to just explain yourself to people, but help them understand like this is not your hair, and this was just an you did your hair, and now you've undone your hair. So yeah, about racism, I don't think I've experienced that I can say like they are racists. No, at work we are treated the same, like no racism, like they actually favor us. Sometimes you just feel like they actually put us into consideration, you know, and not use us. So yeah, I think the Polish people here are so good, depending on everybody's experience. So you might come here and maybe experience another different thing, but for me, I don't think at my work, where I work, I've not experienced any racism. But head on to the next question. Is the language difficult? Yes, this language is so difficult, very, very difficult. But right now I just know more of the basics, like what I want, like just the basics. You know, your day-to-day things, like how you the most of the things that you say in a day-to-day life, and maybe like sorry, thank you, some of the words I know. So I will say I'm a little bit good at it. But here you can also use like signs. I know it's weird to say that, but it's communicating with them more so in the work. Like it's so easy for me because some of the times they don't understand English. Like here people like 5% of the Polish here understand English, and 90%, 95% don't even understand English, even the little bit of English. So, but I'm lucky my supervisors and some of my my coordinators, they understand English, so it's a little bit easy. If I want to communicate to them, I can communicate with them with English. So yeah, you just use another way to just tell them what you need, or just like use the signs in yeah. So the next question is how is the weather here in Poland? So December was snowing. Right now I think we are heading to spring because it's a little bit rainy. But yesterday and today it's sunny. Yesterday was sunny, a little bit sunny and some clouds, and today it's sunny but I can see clouds forming. But yeah, the weather is not that bad here inside, but when you move outside it's so cold. So it's good just to see the sun, but when you're outside you don't experience like the sun because it's so cold. And there's ice, so it had snowed on Wednesday, on Wednesday and Thursday. So yeah, today it's a little bit good. The climate is not that cold. So where are you staying? So this question, so the first video I did was about my accommodation, and you guys, we were living a lot. It was just a quarantine. It was more of a quarantine house other than just a place to live permanently in a long-term duration. So right now we moved. Right now I have 3 roommates, and it's a big house. I'll do a room tour one day hopefully. But yeah, and in this house we live like only Africans. They considered us, and so we live only Africans. We are 10. So, and that's good because we understand each other. We live like it's just like home. Yeah, other than the other accommodation, because we were mixed up. The Georgians were so many, and we Kenyans were only 5. So it was stressful to live with a lot of people. Yeah, and they were many, and we were just so many. So we thank God that we moved, and right now it's so peaceful here. So, and what about the entertainment part? You know, as much as you come here to work, we are still young. Some of us are old and some of us are young. So as much as you're working, you also have to balance. Yeah, you balance your life. So according to me and how I've experienced Poland, I've also gone to Warsaw. I've been going to Warsaw, going to just see the place and enjoy the views and just enjoy Poland. But according to, for entertainment part, there are a lot of things you can do here in Poland. Like e.g., I'm planning to, I'll do a video on that when I attend the event. There's an event, it's just like a fun event, just it's some lights, you know. Here in Poland it gets dark at 3. So this event is good for this winter season and spring season, because daytime ends at you see, like the daylight ends at 3. So this event is more of lights. It's just like, it's called Peter Pan. You can Google and search. It's called Peter Pan, and if you're here in Poland, you can go to, because I think it's a fun thing to do. Yeah, and I'll document it also. I'll show you guys and bring you guys along. So there's that. There are also clubs. Yeah, my friends have been to the club. My old friends here, friends that I found here, have also, and they say it's fun. If you're a club person, it's fun. There are also, okay, I don't know if churches you know, back in Kenya, churches can be entertaining. You know, you go for retreats, you go for fun events in church. I don't know if I should include it here about in the entertainment part, but here in church, I've not yet been to a church yet, but I've not had an off day on Sunday, so that's why I've not been to any church. But when I find the opportunity, if I get the opportunity, I'll definitely go to church and bring you along too, because I know they speak their language. But my friend told me there's a church where, you see, Polish people are Catholics, so I don't mind going to a Catholic, because in Kenya we also have Catholic Catholic churches, but I'm a PCA person, so yeah, so I'll have to go one day when I get an opportunity. So yeah, I think that the entertainment here, you just come and entertain yourself. Just find something you can entertain yourself with, and yeah, and life continues. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. It motivates me, for real, it motivates me. And also ask me questions, because I find these questions, and now I'm doing a video answering your questions. So yeah, ask me more questions related on Poland. Yeah, and tell me what do you want me to do next, and I'll do. And yeah, it will help also for the people who want to come here to Poland. It will be easy for you guys, and it will be so trustful to take that step to come here to Poland. Yeah, thank you guys. Bye. Dziękuję.